Hello everyone, welcome back to the library where we play our cards right. Today we've got some Ninja Turtles gameplay for you guys. I know this set was a little bit lackluster for the cEDH community. There were some cool commanders that came out in the set that seemed pretty promising. We're on some that might be a little bit more fringe, but we're going to see how they play. They're a little bit exciting for us, and we thought they did some pretty cool things, some pretty interesting things that could be powerful enough in cEDH, so let's see what happens. As always, thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. If you want to check us out and see more of this content, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you liked about it, tell us what you didn't like about it. Feedback is always the most appreciated thing to us. Please let us know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. As always, check out our description down below for our storefronts. We're a small startup card shop, so check us out there. Also follow us on socials where we will eventually be posting, I promise you. So let's get into the games. Let's see how these decks perform. All right, today we got me on KARAI Foot Hoarder, trying to entomb and reanimate Hoarding Broodlord, winning with Peer into the Abyss and Abdel Adrian lines. Gage on Mikey and Leo Koopa counters, amassing a lot of advantage from putting counters on his creatures and drawing cards with Mikey and Leo. Andrew on Michelangelo Weirdness to 11, Mikey 6 chain, looping some 6 lines as well as Rite of Passage and Walking Ballista with his commander, allowing Walking Ballista to do infinite damage to the table. And we've got Devin on Splinter to be continued, where he's using his commander to get a lot of value out of ninjas into a cool continue line with a lot of cards from the new set.
Pre-games?
No, sir.
Nuh-uh.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna draw a card for turn. Starting town, untap. Pay a life. Sarah's Ascendant. That's a 6/6. I'll pass the turn.
I'll draw. Command Tower, Soul Ring. Pass.
Draw. Play this Mox Diamond. Pitch this Nesting Grounds. I'll play this Ancient Tomb. Cast a Rite of Passage. And then I'm done.
I'll draw. I'm play this Windswept Teeth. Go grab a Tundra. And I'm gonna play this Slither Blade. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. On my upkeep, I'm gonna pay a life to cast an Enlightened. And I wish Mana Vault was still, or Mana Crypt was still legal. That would be awesome. Look at a Soul Ring. I'm gonna draw a card for turn. Play a Gemstone Caverns. Play a Soul Ring. Play a Moxo. I'm gonna hit Devin for 6.
Hey!
You're playing ad nods, buddy. And I'll pass the turn.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw. Hushwood Verge, cast Champion, a Lambholt. That's my turn.
Untap! Upkeep! Draw! Chromox. I'm gonna pitch this Elvish Mystic. Michelangelo. Weirdness to 11. Mutagen. Cast this Summoner's Pact. I'm gonna get Formidable Speaker. I'm gonna play this for turn. Cast Formidable Speaker.
Mind Break Trap.
I'm done after that.
I'm gonna play this Ursa Saga. Take one!
Okay.
Alright,
My
go
turn?
ahead. Yep.
Wishclaw Talisman. Pass the turn.
Untap. We'll play a tapped Shifting Woodland, my commander. Trigger Lambholt, triggers the commander. I draw. I'll attack Devin. Alright, that's my turn.
Untap. Pay the Summoner's Pact. Draw. Utopia Sprawl. Blue. And I'm a pass.
Untap. Morphical. Cast Splinter. I'll have nothing else to say.
I'll untap. We have some Unmarked Grave. Hoarding Broodlord in graveyard. I'm going to activate the Wishclaw Talisman. I'm going to give it to Gage. I'm going to grab this card right here. I'm going to cast a Reanimate, targeting the Hoarding Broodlord. Hoarding Broodlord on field. I'm going to lose 8.
Respond to the trigger.
Trigger.
Deadly Relic. The Broodlord.
Okay, Hoarding Broodlord is exiled. I'm going to get this card. Hit Devin for 6. Then I'll pass the turn. So here I have the turn 3 win attempt. And of course, Devin just has the interaction here necessary. It's an exile spell too, so I couldn't even just go search for an animate dead or something off of the Hoarding Broodlord trigger in order to go for it again. But I was forced to exile something here, and my choice might have not been the best, but I'll have more notes on it later, so I wanted to say something here.
Untap. On my upkeep, cast Worldly Tutor. Put Devoted Druid on top. Draw for turn. Activate Wishclaw.
If you give it to me, I won't use it, please.
Andrew's got a 1 counter Wishclaw that's tapped. Cast Devoted Druid, Champion, Commander. Play this Gemstone Caverns, Swift Recon, with my Infinite Green, Timeless Witness, Worldly Tutor out of my yard. I'll cast Worldly Tutor.
Lambholt Trigger.
You're right. I'll reveal a Unicorn, put the Emil on top, and look scary. Pass.
Untap. I'm gonna crack this Mutagen and put it on Michelangelo. He gets 2 counters. I'm gonna play this Luxor, and then I'm gonna pass the turn.
Cast this Mystical Tutor on my upkeep and search. I'm grabbing the chain. So I will draw for turn, and then I will have an Urza Soda trigger. Tap it for colorless before it triggers. Amber. Play my own Wishclaw Talisman, because you guys are no fun.
Untap. 6 at Devin. I pass.
Cast the chain. Target the Devoted Druid.
My Devoted Druid. Oh, jeez. All right, Devoted Druid to my hand. Swift Recon at the yard. I'll copy the chain, sacrificing the gemstones to put Timeless Witness back into my hand. Untap. Draw Emil. Timeless Witness. Timeless Witness DTB. Trigger Lambholt. I'll get back Swift Recon. Champion will go up. Trigger Mikey and Leo. Green Sun Zenith for X is 0, so I can get a Dryad Arbor. trigger champion. Pass.
So I wanted to stop and talk about these 2 turns here from Gage, because it's unfortunate that he kind of had to just go for the win here by setting it up for next turn, making him a huge target for everyone. Devin has the Wish Claw to go get the Chain of Vapor, which is a decent answer for what Gage has going on here. Part of me wonders if he should have left the Timeless Witness in his hand and waited. That way he could have played the Timeless Witness with a champion trigger on the stack. He could have returned the Worldly Tutor and cast the Worldly Tutor to get the Emil. That way his win wouldn't be so telegraphed. We would have wondered if he had the outlet for the infinite mana or not, but he ended up just going for it here, and we ended up having a response for it. Huge heads up play from him in order to return his Timeless Witness to his hand to be able to set up a win attempt on a future turn in order to get the Swift Recon back. So that was really good.
Untap, stocking the pantry. 3 at Devin, and then I'm done.
I'll tap. Wish Claws on 2. Thommy, send 3 damage your way.
No blocks.
Throw a Yuriko down. 3 damage. With the triggers on the stack, play a Vampire Tutor. Grab this card. So 4 Yuriko triggers. Force of Will, Esper Sentinel, Dark Leon Shredder, and Talon Gates of Madara. I will pass the turn.
Untap. Cabal Ritual. 2 of the black to cast a Dothi Voidwalker. I still have to hit Devin. Activate Wish Claw Talisman. I guess I give it to Devin. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm passing the turn.
Untap. Upkeep.
On your upkeep, I'm going to cast a Silence.
I will respond with a reprieve.
And that does me in.
This
Since
is
you're
where I
gonna die.
cast the Forest.
All right.
Pitch the Slither Blade.
Reprieve gets countered. With the silence still on the stack, make Andrew sacrifice his Rite of Passage with Dramoka's command.
Sacrifice the stocking the pantry instead.
That's also fair. I'll put a counter on Mikey and Leo and draw a card.
Silence resolves.
I will swing at Thommy. 11. That's my turn.
Untap, finale. I'm just gonna get Cabbage Merchant. And I might hit you for 3, Devin.
I'm at 2.
I want him to die. I think Gage should have just killed Devin, and I'm done. Devin, show him why they should have killed you.
Watch this. What's say Meyer? Correct. What's say Meyer? Move to combat. Thomas.
No blocks. Take 3.
I'll have 6 triggers. 0, 4, 3, 3, 0, 0. I'm gonna cast this Esper Sentinel. I'm gonna discard a card. Polluted Delta is in the Dothic pile. I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to untap. Hey, Devin.
Hi.
We're going to combat. I'm going to hit you for 3.
I'm dead.
I'm going to cast a Culling the Weak, sacrificing Sarah Ascendant. 8 mana, I'm going to leave a black floating. I'm going to cast a Peer into the Abyss. I'm going to lose 6 life. 82, so I'll draw 41.
I made 2 food off of you.
From Mox, fishing Abigail. Play a Stitcher's Supplier, mill 3. Talisman, Mana Vault, Lotus Petal. City of Traders. I'm going to go to discard. I'm discarding a bunch of other shenanigans, but importantly, I'm discarding Abdel Adrian. Go to Gage's turn.
Untap.
On Gage's upkeep. 3 mana Necromancy, I'm going to reanimate Abdel Adrian. You make a food.
No.
Abdel Adrian's going to interplay. Abdel Adrian is going to exile any number of non-land permanents I control until it leaves the battlefield. So we're going to exile Necromancy, Mox Opal, Soul Ring. I'm going to make 3 1/1 white soldiers. Trigger
Very
Abdel
good.
Adrian to sacrifice. These are going to return to the battlefield. Necromancy will reanimate Abdel Adrian. Abdel Adrian trigger on the stack. I'm going to tap Soul Ring and Mox Opal, 2 colorless. I'm going to flash in an Orcish Bowmasters, ending
Yes.
Gage for 1. Abdel Adrian
take one.
trigger is going to resolve. I'm going to exile Necromancy, Mox Opal, Soul Ring, Orcish Bowmasters, triggering Abdel
Okay.
Adrian to be sacrificed, and these return back to the battlefield, reanimating Abdel Adrian. I'll present a loop where I can keep reanimating Abdel Adrian over and over again and ping the table down with Orcish Bowmaster triggers.
Sounds good. You got it.
Yes, we were able to get the win here after a really long wait. So I exiled the Peer into the Abyss earlier because I'm sitting there thinking I have 5 mana on board. If I draw an artifact, it turns on Mox Opal, so I'll have 6. And if that artifact also makes mana, then I'll have 7, and I'll be able to just cast the Peer into the Abyss immediately. Unfortunately, it took me a long time to draw there. I had the Cabal Ritual, which of course just doesn't get me there. It only nets me 1 mana. So any other ritual would have done it. Unfortunately, we didn't get any other ritual until the Culling the Week. So fortunately, I was able to go for it, and it worked out for me here, being able to kill the blue player to stop the interaction. So win in the books. But we have another game for you guys. Let's get on to game 2.
Does anybody have any pre-game actions?
Gemstones. Get rid of Dramoka's command.
Draw for turn. City of Rest. And play a 1000-Fig Shadow. And I will pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Forest. Cast an Arbor Elf, and I will pass the turn.
I will draw for turn. Play a Wooded Foothills and crack it. Go get a Savannah Wild Growth on the Savannah. Play Mikey and Leo. Pass.
Draw for turn. Silent Clearing. Sack Petal. Taru. I will draw a card, and Andrew will draw a card. And I will make a tap treasure token. And I'll pass.
Draw. Rolling turn. Alright. On the ground, see. Tommy, I'm going to go ahead and 1 flying ninjutsu in as Ingenious Infiltrator. And I will draw a card. Pass the turn.
Draw. Cast the Soul Ring. Mana Gorger Hydra. Dryad Arbor for land for turn. Pass.
Untap. Mana Gorger Hydra. Trigger your Hydra.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Ristic, almost. Kind of. Attack Devin. It's my turn.
Right on top. Okay, I'm just gonna play an Ancient Tomb. I'm just gonna pass.
Play Mana Confluence for turn. Cast Splinter, Radical Rat.
Mana Gorger trigger.
You get a draw.
Bowmasters. Mana Gorger trigger. First Bowmaster trigger is going to hit your Mana Gorger Hydra Gage. So Gage can draw. Hydra for another one.
I'm gonna hit you for 2. Draw 2 cards.
Gage's Hydra for 1. The Dryad Arbor.
I have 8 cards in hand. Dark Leo trigger. Pass turn.
Untap, cast Michelangelo, Mana Gorger trigger. I will get a mutagen token. Say Survival of the Fittest. Trigger on Mana Gorger. I'm gonna swing 7 at you, Thommy. Then I'm done.
I'll untap. Duskwatch Recruiter.
Trigger.
Elvish Mystic.
More triggers.
Pass.
I'd untap. Play a Caves. I'll play a Grim Monolith.
Trigger.
Pass. I wanted to take a second to note something here. With the Taru on board, me killing the Mana Gorger Hydra from Gage was actually a huge mistake. Letting him draw cards for me to make treasure tokens would have actually been super beneficial for me. I would have had like 3 more mana here or something, maybe only 2. But in my head, I was doing the math and thinking, I need 7. Spoiler, I have a Lively Dirge in hand, which would have let me entomb my Hoarding Broodlord. 4 mana to sneak my commander would have been enough mana for me to win the game.
Untap. Ballistic Fire. Incorrect. Scrubland. Play this Arcane Signet.
Trigger.
Play this Thousand Face Shadow.
Trigger.
Pass turn.
Untap, activate Survival of the Fittest, discarding this Land of Werewolves. Get this Walking Ballista. Crack this mutagen token to put on Michelangelo. Elvish Mystic. Get 2 counters on Mana Gorger. Go to combat. 19 at Thommy.
God damn. I'm going to block 7 of it. I'll take 12.
I am done after that.
Untap. I'll play a Mox Amber. Trigger Hydra. And cast Scurry Oak.
Get 2 more counters.
Crop Rotation. Sacrificing the Gemstones. Yeah, Trigger Hydra.
Step that.
Okay.
Trigger.
Yeah, after the misstep, I pass.
Off return. Okay, so I have a Lively Dirge. Okay, so what happens here with the Lively Dirge is not very clear in how it's edited. We couldn't get it edited down to where it made any sense. So I wanted to explain for a second. So I cast the Lively Dirge here, paying for both modes, and I tell Devin not to counter it because I'm just getting value I'm not going to win. I end up entombing an Archivist of Agma and then reanimating the Archivist and the Taru, letting Devin draw a card, and he responds with an Enlightened Tutor. So that's what happens. I'll let you watch as it plays out.
Trigger for Mana Gorger.
The big boy.
He's 29.
I'll have an
Okay.
Archivist and a Taru.
An Enlightened Tutor.
Trigger.
Archivist as well.
I'll grab Phyrexian Altar, put it on top, then draw it off top trigger.
I have an Archivist trigger I'm going to draw. I'm going to make a tap treasure token. I got a Bowmaster's trigger. Andrew's Elvish Mystic, I guess. And that's all we
Elvish
got.
Mystic,
Folks.
though.
That's all we got.
I will untap. I'll play this Flooded Strand. Tundra. And have the Thousand Face Shadow come towards Andrew. 4 damage, Thommy. And Jitsu the Thousand Face Shadow out. I'll have 8 draw triggers.
I'm going to start with the Scurry Oak. Oh, they're the Scurry Oak. One at Michelangelo. Devin.
Manable, Hydra Trigger. Play this Phyrexian Altar.
Counter.
The Thousand Face Shadow. No, discard 2 cards. Splinter and Donatello.
Untap. 34, Devin.
I'll cast Chain of Vapor.
Cast a Nature's Rhythm for 2. Adramol Cub.
Archivist trigger.
I'm done after that.
Untap. Promenade. Activate Recruiter. I'll reveal a Devoted Druid and cast Devoted Druid. And I'll pass.
Off return. I'll play Polluted Delta. Scrubland. I'm going to cast a Myrel.
March of Swirling Mist. Pitching Force of Will. Phase out the Orcish Bowmasters and the Badgermole Code.
I'm going to cast a Stitcher's Supplier. I'm going to mill 3. Oppo, Gemstones, Priest of Fell Rites. Got some
That's
Mox.
still-
I'm open.
Yeah, that's not very good for me.
Really? Really?
I'll cast a Dothy. I'm done.
I'll untap. Play this Hollow Fountain. Andrew, 7 ninja damage. Ninjutsu, Yuriko. Ninjutsu, the Thousand Face Shadow, returning Ninja the D-Powers. 2 copies of Ingenious Infiltrator. 12 Yuriko triggers. 0, 1, Vampire Tutor.
Okay, I'm going to gain life and draw a card.
3rd Yuriko trigger is 5 damage. 4 more, 3 more. 0, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 0. 6 cards off of each ninja. Sacrifice these 4 ninjas for 4 white men. We'll cast Continue. I will go ahead and return all 4 of these. I'm gonna cast this Mox Opal, cast this Mox Amber. Just to be safe, I'll cast this Silence.
I'm going to put a counter on Devoted Druid and draw a card.
I will sacrifice 5. Donnie and April, return Continue. Each of you draw 2 cards. I will go ahead and continue that loop, sacrificing these guys to make 4 mana and returning them with Continue and forcing you guys to draw out your deck under a Silence.
Sound good?
Nice. Great combo. That's awesome. Great win from the ninjas here. I love seeing the Continue combo. It's super sick, utilizing so many cards from the new set, as well as this ninja deck just drawing so many cards. It's insane. Getting 2 triggers off every ninja that deals combat damage to draw you a card or do a Yuriko trigger. just so much advantage. So I honestly think this deck could have a lot of potential. It just sucks because you have to play a lot of kind of mediocre ninjas, but that's what it can do. It's probably good enough sometimes. Plus it's an Esper, so like it can only be so bad. Like you can still win with Thoracle Consult, with Silence backups, or just play Necropotence, Necrodominance, Adnons, do whatever you want. But yeah, great win from Devin here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We really appreciate all the support we've been getting. Over 100 subscribers now in such a short amount of time. Have so many views on these videos. We are so grateful for everyone supporting, and this community is just absolutely incredible. Check us out down below. Check out the storefronts. Follow us on socials if you want to. We'll post probably eventually. Don't worry about it. We'll see you guys again next week. Thanks.
I'm hungry.
Hi, hungry.
I'm shitter.
I'm Baconator. Eat me.
I'm the Baconator. That sandwich is named after me.
Bro just has the nader on his fucking camera.
I got the nader locked in, bro. I'm locked in with
The
the nader.
nader?
That's really funny calling it a nader.
Untap! Okay, draw! Chromox. Exile the Simeon, or not Simeon. Elvish Spirit, Elvish Mystic. Oh my god. Let me redo that.
Or says Simeon.
Let me take it back.
Oh, take it back now, y'all.